is the poet Maya Chinchilla. And he says, my Latinx is queer, Chapin, Purity. Give him a warm welcome.
Woo! Nah.
Okay, cool. Well, my name is Patrick Mullen Koyoy, and I'm here to make it clear that Ariana Grande is Central American. These are a couple of poems that I've been writing about our favorite ethnically ambiguous queen. Ariana Grande is claimed by a lot of people, so this is kind of thinking through what if she's Central American, and I hope you will come along on this journey with me. Ariana Grande is Central American. Ariana Grande is Central American when she wakes up, the smell of quesadillas mommy made from store-bought tortillas mixed in with microwave plantain. Ariana Grande is Central American when she dances in mommy's arms, kitchen filled with Celia Cruz's hips, steps moving from salsa to merengue with spins between every count. Ariana Grande is Central American when she crushes the oregano for guacamole, blending beans in the mixer, chopping perejil, and realizing she has run out of wines again. Ariana Grande is Central American when she learns her history extends beyond the time-locked Maya, a postscript of dictatorship and war, only $500 per credit hour. Ariana Grande is Central American when she spends 3 hours scanning the copy of Izote Voz she got through an interlibrary loan. Thanks. Archiving these X-Files to Tumblr while Scully rolls her eyes in the background. Ariana Grande is Central American when she orders at the mall at the edges of this bland college town, crying when it comes wrapped with a banana leaf like abuelitas in the freezer. Ariana Grande is Central American when she checks the Customs and Border Protection page every year, watching the tide of minors still rise, still risk their lives, despite no longer being in the running to become America's next top humanitarian crisis. Ariana Grande is Central American when she writes this poem in the midst of Midwestern winter, feigning Spanglish memories performed for her expectant audience. Ariana Grande is Central American when it has been 5 years without seeing abuelita and abuelito, and 10 years since she's breathed in the smoke dust air of Guatemala. Ariana Grande is Central American when she forces herself to sit down enough shitty pineapple Pedialyte and Lipton Manzanilla con miel to flush away the knots in her stomach, and God, I was sick for so long. Ariana Grande is Central American when she laughs at abuelita's joke, firing back retorts of her own, sitting at the table and no longer needing someone to translate in her ear. Ariana Grande is Central American when she looks to the sky, Luna de Xelajú over the warehouse out back, lighting up the arch of bougainvillea in the courtyard where she stands. Ariana Grande is Central American when she steps on that plane back home, rifling through nostalgia and souvenirs, making certain she has no contraband memories to declare at customs. Ariana Grande is Central American even when she reads this poem and tries to tell everyone Ariana Grande is Italian.
But is she Central American?
Yes. And this is the second one, so that one's Ariana Grande is Central American. This one is called Ariana Grande Plays the Song of Time. Finding herself up in banana leaf, Ariana hopes the steam will even out the stain of war trauma steeped in her blood, digs out the olive, the prune, the pepper until the masa yields under her hand, exhuming the elegy of her empty body. She swears an oath to order herself into one composite Central American palimpsest, decoupage of a white girl masking scent of her caliche and vague enunciation, evoked pop hits offered up as heartbeat, sacrifice at the altar of her American gods, plucking quetzal feathers from her chest. 72 hours remain until showtime. Awakening to Abuelita's crooning lullaby, Ariana tries to echo back the language lost among the belongings left behind before the crossing over into top 40 history. Raised like huipiles and artesanias, weaving hazy memories of time before interventions and reconciling with the fact she's cut herself off from the face before her, eyes hollowed out of clay and skin smelling of sawdust, perfume discontinued in 1990, in 1992, and 1996, like melody corrupted in the midst of file conversion into nostalgia featuring amnesia, remix, buffering into oblivion. 48 hours remain until showtime. Waiting alongside volcanic coastline, Ariana grinds her shade into blackening sand, drowns herself in bossa nova waves, swathing her once again in that mosaic of scales, mother's hands multiplying fish to sustain her, undertow of bodies pulling her apart into silt, sifting her humanity into their own deliverance. Those scales return, counterbalance against death, driving survival into lungs, guarding against those desperate enough to believe bloodletting might invoke a miracle. Walking on water to bleed out over there, coughing up sacrifice in seawater, 24 hours remain until showtime. Crouching over the Feldsebe, Ariana traces the rings, singing a sonata of roots to calm the girl tangled there in the space before the end of her childhood. Fantasies. The belief that she would be able to pass unnoticed, strip the wood of its color, carve out a new visage, paint it up in diva worship, accepting offerings of citizenship, American dreams without losing her body to the erasure. Too late, she grips the edges of the mask, tears stomata from sinew, opens her eyes, leaves it writhing out its wrath on the stump, running with the girl, asleep in her arms. Stage lights hasten the dawn of a new day. Thank you.
Woo! Ow, ow!
That's my brother!
Ow, ow!
Holy
Thank
shit!
you so much, Patrick. That was awesome. From Lansing. All right. Next
Ellie
we
wants to
have,
know if you're gay.
Actually, on deck, Pilar finally got here, so we're going to have Pilar O'Hara.